What's up with you guys? Hey, listen, I have a video here of Yaki talking about this olive oil treatment that he does every day, and I want you guys to hear what he's saying, and then I'm going to give you my intake. This video is not for trying to bring our brother down or anything, but we all need a little criticism at time and to be able to pull each other up in the right way. So let me go ahead and kind of let the video play so you guys can see
Salt
it.
from the sea.
Okay, I'm ordering that.
Some of the best Celtic salt ever.
Wow.
And I do a teaspoon of that every day when I get up. Teaspoon of that cayenne pepper, and I put it in some coconut oil, and then right after I do that, I do 2 tablespoons of olive oil every single day when I wake up.
Really? With the
Yeah.
why? What does the olive oil do?
So the olive oil is so amazing. Olive oil is for the brain. These are fatty acids that you need. Like these are the good unsaturated, saturated fats that you need. It's good for the brain. It's good for the blood. And there's a study showing that they did a period of time where people were taking olive oil throughout the day and they lived longer and they did not get heart disease due to the ones that didn't. And coconut oil is good too. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial, got probiotics in it. I mean, these 2 oils are amazing. So olive oil and coconut oil, at least get a tablespoon or 2 in a day.
Okay, and sorry, did you say so 3?
All right, my brother. So listen, just like Dr. CB said, we're gonna let the man talk because you got to get this criticism. But I'm gonna let Dr. CB say how he handled the criticism, and hopefully this will get your mind ready for what I'm about to say to you.
But with your criticism, it was your criticism that helped Dr. Sebi and our staff to reach a level of giving, that would please you the way we would like to. Like, for instance.
All right, so now let's talk about it, right? I'm not a medical professional, first of all, right? So I want to be able to give this criticism to you just based off of my common sense and what I happen to know about oil. First of all, oil and water doesn't mix, and if you're 78% water, why are you taking 2 tablespoons a day, including coconut oil, on top of that? So now you're adding to it, so you're compounding everything on the daily basis. So now let's just read this real quick. While olive oil offers a health benefits, consuming 2 tablespoons daily is generally considered. Now this listen to the words, because it says generally considered a healthy amount. Doesn't mean that it is, and not excessive for most people. That is key word. However, it is important to consider your overall dietary needs and calorie intake. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the rest of this real quick. Hold on. So we have to go off what this is saying here, and we know that the experts are not always correct, even though they call these people experts. But didn't experts tell us to take a jizzab, right? These experts told us to do a lot of things that go against our bodies, our cells, what our body does. So we're just going to listen to this. Experts suggest consuming 1 to 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil daily, but the optimal amount depends on individual factors like age, sex, weight, activity level, and overall caloric needs. Now, we have to also assess the situation that oil and water don't mix. So while people do this oil regimen to cleanse out their liver, why would you need to do it every day if you went through a detoxification process, especially for a brother like Yaki Awaken? He went through a whole detoxification and fasting process all 2024. By October of 2024, of doing this particular regimen of having this olive oil every morning, by October or November of 2024, this man had to go do colonics every week because he's not breaking down his food properly. It's not coming out of his system. Now, he won't come out and tell you guys that, but he told us that in class when we went January the 10th on the so-called master class, that he regurgitated information that I've also heard Dr. Robert Morse speak about. Again, this is not to bash you or anything, brother. This is just to put this out there, because what you're going to do is continue to be truthful. You've already said you've learned under Dr. Robert Morris. This is when you were in there talking in the class. I'm sitting up here like, bro. This is why it was easy for me to get through the little test that you had at the end, because I've already heard the information. It was just being repeated, which I appreciate that. But at the same time, I wish I had a real breakdown of what the class was before I even purchased the class. I purchased the class thinking that you were going to be doing some hands-on with the herbs and mixing the herbs and stuff, but no, that was not the case. But I digress from that. We're going to get into this right here, because this right here, this little, what the AI pulled up, is going to tell you a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, and as you can see right here, it says moderation is key. While olive oil is beneficial, excessive consumption can lead to weight gain and other health problems. Like, you have to do colonics every week, my brother. That's like, we're here for you, brother. If you ever need us, if you ever really need us, we're here for you. I'm not trying to bash you whatsoever. I really want you to do better and get better. Just like Dr. CB said, it makes him do better when we criticize. So there's nothing wrong with criticism as long as it's constructive criticism. And that's what I'm trying to bring to you. See, right here it says, pay attention to how your body reacts to olive oil consumption. If you experience digestive issues and other problems, reduce your intake. Now you're giving a message to people to take that you take this, these people are going to follow you, and everybody can't do what you do. So you have to be extremely careful, because you're gonna hurt somebody, my brother, with your information and lack of knowledge on this particular subject. I don't know nothing about taking olive oil consumption. When you recommended that when we were in class, I'm like, whoa, oil and water don't mix. I don't know if I want that running through my liver like that. I'd rather just do the liver detox with the herbs and be cool with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go to the other screen real quick, because there's another thing that you said in her other video about the almond butter that kind of threw me for a little loop too. Watch. Now, I'm quite sure that the almond butter that you guys are gonna take, or that you guys are recommending, is the sweet almonds, because that's gonna be lower in the amount of maltodextrin and produces only a trace amounts of cyanide. But it is highly processed. It is a commercial processed sweet almonds, okay? Which, hey, if that floats your boat, hey, so be it, right? While almonds contain cyanide, the amount is generally too small to be harmful. But again, we're dealing with humans. And when humans decide to change their diet, sometimes they get addictions and they get habits, and then they get stuck on eating these. So you have to remind them not to do the bitter, and then you're doing the raw. Ain't that what you said you're doing? Okay. However, consuming large quantities of bitter almonds or raw, untreated almonds can lead to cyanide poisoning. So again, you have to be careful on what you are recommending to certain people, because they're going to go off of what you say and never do the research behind you. Again, Dr. Sebi said, hey, he went through these mistakes as well. He was following all the other herbalists and doing what they were doing as well. Everybody was following the line. Even though Dr. Sebi said he didn't read books, Dr. Sebi did have to read some books. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Dr. Sebi learned things about chemistry and biology of the body. He talked about that in one of his videos. He definitely learned in the books. But what he meant is that he didn't read books. He didn't go to 12 years a slave, to where he went from grade school to high school. He didn't do the 12 years a slave thing that everybody else did. And that didn't captivate his mind, or that didn't poison his mind, or didn't put him into a mental slavery. He was able to be a free thinker, and be able to read and learn on his own. He was definitely highly intelligent. He knew about let me tell you something. The things he recommended, in the simplicity of how he talked, is because he didn't want to do the science stuff that you are doing that can confuse a lot of people. He wanted to keep it simple for our people, because our people don't know about a lot of science. They don't want to hear that shit. They just want to cure their situation that they're going through. You may get some that gets on that boat. If you want to be a teacher that's going to teach about the science of it. But Dr. Sebi kept that shit simple and stayed away from the science, and he gave you things that'll help you, like the sea moss for radiation, because he knew the cell phone shit was coming. He didn't talk about it. He didn't talk about the air pollution. The air pollution shit that we've been talking about now been going on long before we were born. He was going through that shit. So I'm quite sure 1,000% he knew about the shit already. That's the reason why he got into the herbs and everything he was doing. So, hey, again, my brother, do right by the people, man. Peace and blessings to you. Love and gratitude. Wake up!